Hello everybody and welcome to Masterclass episode 13. That's right. This week on Masterclass we're going to be looking at some of the most feared decks on the ladder, in particular the Hunter, the new and improved Hunter, and we're going to look at how to beat it. We'll talk more about this week's show, but let's begin with a little warm-up.
All right. Gonna warm up. Got a little 2.0 warm-up action happening here.
Oh yeah?
So just a little something new.
Let's see what we got.
A little fun.
It's a deck I built recently. I've been toying with, but I haven't played it yet.
I'm sure it's just a straight ladder deck, so you're gonna stop me, but you know. Oh my! It's a druid.
It's a druid. I love it.
Oh man. As always, I come up with fun decks, and then I don't get anything remotely fun in the starting hand.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, rest assured, I'm going to be speeding through this one.
For justice. That's how we roll. You're
going to chip away at me, huh? Chip away.
No. That's how we roll.
Sometimes the best action is to do nothing at all. Uh-oh. I don't like the way this is going.
She's just a little sailor. Oh my god. I gotta get into my hand here.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, why did I do that? That was awesome. It's okay. You gotta keep chipping away.
Wait, I don't get it. What happened? Why didn't Nat Pickle die?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. It's alright. It's a warm-up. We're warming up here.
I do not get what just happened.
I attacked your face, and that's why I was saying, why did I do that? Uh-oh.
Come on, Nat, draw me some cards. Yeah, baby.
Such a pain. Such a pain. Alright.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening in a paladin?
Pirates. A lot of pirates.
We got a new captain. A new captain. The rogue has been fired. Oh, don't swipe. That's just rude. That's just rude.
Our matey, me swipe be stronger than yours.
They are bent to my command.
I love it.
This deck is so not playing the way it should. As typical with my warm-up games. Sad.
Spiteful Smith. That's a good-looking card for a priest deck. I mean, for a paladin deck.
It should be good. It should be good.
Yar. I don't like that. Jeez.
Why couldn't you play your normal warrior, man? I needed to snipe weapons. A second swipe already. Come on, that's rude. That's just rude. Unnecessary. Unnecessary aggression. And the card back. It's alright. We can rebuild it. Better, faster, stronger.
This is literally 2.0.
It's 2.0, baby. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
It's alright. You know how we deal with that? We get some weapons out. We get that weapon nice and meaty.
Oh, geez.
Drink up, me hearties.
Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. This isn't good. I love it. I love it.
Here we go. The pirates. They found a new captain.
That's funny, man.
Since when do you see a 4-5 sort of justice in the field?
Never. Never is the answer.
Where shall I strike?
Oh. Charge. Oh, my weapon.
Yeah, that thing had to go. I was like trying to contemplate what was most important, and unfortunately leaving a 6/5 green skin is... This deck is hysterical. I love it. Awesome. I like it. I like it.
Pirates, man. The pirates. I'm trying to make pirate the new Murloc. I don't know. One step at a time. Eventually we'll get there. Alright. It's always a good sign when the Druid's got to use that defensively. I like it. I like it. Man, I'm almost out of pirates. What did that poor parrot ever do?
Shields up.
Right.
This is looking good for the pirates. Captain Jack Sparrow in the house.
I don't know though. I can still die anytime to a druid. Anytime. Oh, see? There we go. Brutal.
I've never actually done that combo before. The Argent Commander Defender of Argus. It's a really nice one. What the hell? That's not cool.
Oh man. Why does this ship always have to sink? Pirates, man, they can't catch a break. The ship is taking heavy damages. Oh jeez. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. Could have done a little extra damage to me there. Uh-oh. That was just the worst card ever to draw. Ship, man. The ship is sunk. We have Savage Roar.
No.
Mr. playing a Druid ladder deck. Although it is unique. It is unique, I'll give you that. We're seeing the Drakes, seeing the Defenders of Argus, all that stuff. Well, the Pirates, man, they're gonna break one of these days. Oh, look at that. Look at that manner.
I'm sincerely thanking the Pirates for their service.
Reporting for duty, not on my watch.
It's alright, my last card will be the winner. Justice.
Nice.
Alright, you're on a timer here. Oh,
I'm on a timer.
On a timer. On a timer. Okay, okay. You almost took too long. You almost took too long.
GG, my friend, GG. And what we're going to be doing is some customs with analysis, specifically dealing and talking about the Hunter and how to deal with the Hunter. It's a painful deck. It's not fun to play against, and it's been crushing my Shaman, and I think I've been playing it wrong. So as we jump into a game, we're going to start to talk about the Hunter and how to deal with it. The variant of the Hunter we're using is the strongest variant I've seen, or at least strongest against my deck, which involve... Well, Tarn, why don't you talk a little bit about the deck, since you know it and you're going to be playing it.
Sure, you know, it's kind of the new mid-range Hunter deck that's not, you know, what's been the ever so popular Rush deck. So it involves, of course, there's still Unleash the Hounds, Starving Buzzard,
Yep.
Eaglehorn Bows, but it involves a little bit more control with a few extra traps like Misdirection.
Yep.
And some hunters even run Freezing Trap.
Yep.
Quickly, but it really tries to...
Yeah, I was saying,
Sorry,
before we
go
go into it, since we're at the mulligan, I've got a Lava Burst, a Feral Spirit, and an Earth Shock. And I think I used to think I should get rid of the Ferals, but as we've been talking about it, the goal is to not have a lot of minions on board, but if you can just put down a couple small minions with Taunt, or one bigger minion, those seem to be your best options. So what are your thoughts on Lava Burst, Feral Spirit, and Earth Shock, and what you want most?
Yeah, actually, I mean, against a Hunter, I don't mind keeping both the Feral Spirit and the Earth Shock, because, I mean, in this case, you do know, but in general, you never know what Hunter you're going to get. And if you're going to get a Rush deck, the Earth Shock is awesome to, you know, ping off those Leper Gnomes, ping off those early little Chargers, and the Feral Spirit is just really great, kind of against both variants of the deck.
Except when you've already got minions on board, because when you have minions and you put two more out, even though they're 2/3s with Taunt, it does allow the Hunter to really unleash on you.
That is true. It does allow for really big unleash combos. However, still not as bad because they have Taunt at least. So it allows for the unleash combos, but at least you're kind of controlling the tempo a little bit more. But in the early game, turn 3, 2/3s with Taunt, that's pretty solid against anything you're going to be seeing Hunter-wise.
And what's your thought on a turn 2 here, where I can't play anything except the Totem? Do I pass?
Yeah, that's difficult. I don't actually know. I haven't had too much experience Shaman versus Hunter. It is a little difficult. You don't really want to be flooding. I think you do pass, since you're looking to play those Feral Spirits.
Yeah.
You really don't need to go up to 3 traps, or sorry, 3 minions that quickly.
So I think this is one of the hardest things about the Hunter, is that it directly prevents you from effectively using your taunts, your totems, excuse me.
It does. I think it really hurts the Shaman a lot more in that regard, as not being able to use the totem. And of course, as was happening to me all week long, it's the obligatory boar out of the...
And I'm going to hold off on my Feral. I think Feral is good to have out, but the first thing you want to do in general is to prevent damage.
Yeah, that's not a bad hex target. Let's see here.
So the idea, as we've discussed it, is to prevent the hunter from doing as much damage as possible, because the shaman doesn't have healing. And the problem is that you want to have one big minion on board, but the misdirect allows the hunter to let him use your own minions against you. It's a really tricky spot to be in. And then on the same note, if you can't flood the board, because if you flood the board with a bunch of small stuff, or small and medium, which prevents the misdirect from doing damage, you're in a worse spot because you can unleash the hounds.
Yeah, it definitely gets tough in that regards. I mean, in many cases, for that instance, I like running 2 minions, which is why I think Feral Spirit is really good.
And what's your thought about... It seems like I'm, as a hunter, as a shaman, I'm doing a lot of inefficient things. So I'm going to ask questions where I would never normally ask. Like, should I consider using an Earth Shock on this frog? Probably not,
that's
right?
It's very interesting. However, the one thing to notice is the frog is a beast. Yeah. So it does allow beast combos like Kill Command and Timberwolves to affect it. However, it's really difficult. Seeing how you have 2 minions on board and you're just going to ping it off, I think it's probably okay to leave the frog.
Yeah.
For now, but it is something to keep in mind that the frog does count as a beast.
So late game, when I'm a kill command away from dying, it might be worth it.
Right.
God, it's so tricky, man. It's like, it's just tricky. Oh, so I have a feeling we're getting a turn 4 Unleash. Here it is. Get that card draw out, but that's all your mana, so you're going to be able to... Basically, you just did it as a card draw engine as opposed to anything else.
Yeah, and that's, with this mid-range Hunter deck, that's what you see a lot more of. Since it's not a straight rush deck, you see a lot more of it being used to gain cards. Of course, ideally, if you can do damage with it, that's also awesome. But,
yeah, so I have an option to bring down 2 more ferals, but I think that's less important than getting rid of your buzzard in this situation.
Yeah, the buzzard is pretty important, I'd say. So if you have an option of killing him with the Earth Shock that you kept in hand, then that's prime target for sure.
And again, I've got 2 mana wasted on a non-totem. Although in this case, you did use your Unleash. So I could play... Well, he used 1 Unleash early, that means he has a second. Or I could play, he used the 1 Unleash early, hoping to draw another. He might not. So after 1 Unleash, do you start to flood the board? Like, this is one of... There's so many dilemmas with Hunter, but this is another dilemma I have. Should I have started to flood the board?
That's definitely always a tough call. I typically try to wait until I see both those Unleashes for sure.
Okay.
But you can get a little bit more bold with it, I think.
Okay.
Once you've seen, one been used.
Man.
Oh man, that is a very tough decision. I'm gonna have to keep that one. That card, I think, as great, as awesome as that card is, there is definitely opportunities when that card backfires on the Hunter.
Yeah.
And it gives you like 3 awesome choices.
Yeah. So I think it's a pretty straightforward turn here. Feral Spirit and Hex. Probably gonna Hex the Leok.
Yeah, the Leok provides the same bonus that the Timberwolf does. It's just a bigger creature.
It's like I never feel like I'm in control against a Hunter. It's one of the more frustrating things, and that's why we're working on it and talking about it as a way to sort of help me understand what to do and what not to do, and the mindset. So what's your mindset as a Hunter right now?
Ideally, I'd like to see it. It is definitely frustrating. These feral spirits. Ideally, I'd prefer either do you have a huge board or to have the board being completely clear.
Right.
And so in this case, I'm really just trying to come up with a way to clear the board, just because it's, you know, it's blocking me. And personally, I don't quite have the... Well, I have okay toolkits. Sorry, it's been a while since I've played with the Hunter myself. I think we are going to...
Play a secret. Okay. So, I'm not as afraid of that secret being misdirection in this case. Oh, wait, maybe now I am. Interesting. See, you're playing more control hunter, whereas when people play this deck, they usually kill command to the face. Which is not wrong one way or the other, but... Interesting.
Let's see here.
So that secret didn't seem like it would be an explosive shot, and it didn't seem like it would be a misdirection because you cleared the board, but it could be either. I guess it feels like, because you've got no buzzard on board, it feels like a freezing trap. Alright. I'm in bad shape in the sense that I need to not die. So I think with a Drake, Alakir, Fire Elemental, Flame Tongue, Rockbiter, and Tink, I think I have to bring out the Alakir. I don't think I have another choice here.
Yeah, that, you know, something that taunts up is definitely a great, you know, great choice.
And my concern here is I probably wanted to I messed that up. I probably wanted to attack the face first with the Drake.
Yeah, generally speaking, you would like to activate traps before you play, unless you are almost positive that it's a misdirect. If it's a misdirect, you might want to get a creature on board.
Yeah.
In this case, the Drake would not kill Alakir and vice versa. So if you're playing for a misdirect, then that's actually a good move. If you're playing for something like...
it's tricky. So, okay, so we've got misdirect, we've got explosive trap, and we've got freezing trap. And I think in this case, I have to play for the misdirect or the freezing trap, because the explosive shot isn't going to kill either of my minions. It's just going to take the divine shield off of it. So I think actually that's the way I have to play it in this scenario. Don't you think?
Yeah, although if it was a misdirect, there is still always the opportunity of it hitting my wolf. But now you just give yourself another opportunity for a different target. Right,
but I can't afford the 4 damage at 11 health.
Exactly.
So that worked out well, and it was a good assessment of the trap potential, because I just at 11 health I'm really close to dying. Is the problem. There goes the owl. This is why this deck is so strong. There are these techie cards that just make it brutal. And here we go, another example. A 5/5. I have no way of killing that with AoE. So you're gonna get 5 damage guaranteed on me. Like, it's just, honestly, I still don't know how to beat this deck. So my Alakir is just a 3/5. There's no Wind Fury. I can do a Fire Elemental. I could do a Drake and pray to God that I get a totem. I mean, that I get a taunt, like my Defender of Argus. I've already used up my Feral Spirit. I feel like my best option, because I'm not gonna use my Fire Elemental on the Iron Beak, I feel like it's Drake, and if I don't get an ability to make taunters, I just, you know, try to hope at a 1 out of 4 chance that I get a taunter from my totem. What would you do here?
Yeah, it is becoming a pretty dire situation. I think that probably is the best chance. You know, you're using the Drake, which is good that you had a fresh one instead of the one that cost a boatload of mana. And unfortunately, you did not did not get it. But I think that's probably the way that it has to be played.
I mean, I could have not played the totem, but so before you finish me off, because I'm imagining you have lethal right now.
Right. Right.
Would the totem have made a difference? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. No, not with the power.
Not with the wolf.
No, not with the hero power.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
so,
the hero wolf coming out.
Yeah. Okay. So let's end this one here, and then let's go again. What are your thoughts on Nat Pagal, Chill, and Yeti Wild Pyromancer? So I don't have a coin, so a turn 1 Nat's not going to happen. A Yeti is a good card, but it won't come out till turn 4. And a Pyro, I think, is a pretty good card because it allows me a lot of options. So I think I get rid of the Yeti. And I've never thrown back a Nat, but I actually think I get rid of a Nat. Am I wrong there?
Yeah, Nat is always the double-edged sword against a Hunter. Especially against Rush Hunter, Nat can end up just costing the games because, they're just going to... Who cares if you're drawing cards? They're just hitting your face.
I think I get rid
against this style of Hunter, Nat is kind of okay, but it is still, providing an extra feeder for that Unleash the Hounds.
And I don't know what Hunter you're playing in theory. I think I got to get rid of Nat here. Tell me what you would do. Would you get rid of Nat?
It's often I think I do if I don't have the coin. If you can coin him out turn 1,
I'm fine with
then
that.
I think you keep him.
I agree. I think you keep Nat turn. I also think I'm more likely to keep a Chill and Yeti with the coin because I can get him out on turn 3.
Exactly.
Yeah,
those 4 drops look a lot more appealing when you can get him out that early.
And my mulligan did nothing with a... I got a Yeti back.
That's pretty typical. That happens to me all the time.
Definitely.
I feel more than most people, but maybe it happens to everyone else just as much.
Now, I'm not going to bring on a totem, but I'm curious about the Wild Pyromancer turn 2. You definitely want to save him, but I also have a bunch of removal in my hand. I've got Hex, I've got Lightning Storm, and it's not a bad minion as a 2/3. So I'm almost thinking it's playable versus a Hunter. But what do you think? What's the strongest move here with a Yeti, Flame Tongue, Pyro, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Storm, Hex, and a totem?
Versus a Hunter, especially if you don't know what Hunter you're playing. Although by turn 2, if I didn't play a 1-drop, you already have an idea that maybe I'm not aggro. But I think still the Wild Pyro is excellent. I mean, it allows, if I am aggro and I just had a bad hand, it allows you the quick clear of any 1-drops I play the next turn. It allows the opportunity, if I Unleash the Hounds and don't kill the Wild Pyromancer, for you to, still kill them off.
Is it good is it good because on turn 2 you can't charge to kill it right away? Is that what's good? Like on turn 4 when you can send a rush minion in to kill it immediately, is it not as good?
Well, there are some rush minions. If this was a straight aggro deck, the Murloc Raider, for example, or not the Raider, but the Murloc could kill him off.
The Bluegill or whatever, yeah.
Bluegill, yeah, that's correct. However, if it's a rush deck, I'm most likely ignoring him and hitting your face.
Yeah.
So I think he's just a solid minion to have out there in general.
Yeah. So it feels like the idea is to slowly build my board of slightly larger and larger single minions. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah, in general, I like to have 2 minions whenever possible for the case of misdirection, and just for the case of basically for the case of misdirection.
Right.
And a lot of hunters, not all of them, but a lot of hunters are starting to work in that kill shot or whatever it's called,
kill command,
where they kill not kill command, though deadly shot,
yeah,
where it destroys one random minion, and if there's only one powerful minion on board, well then that's just that's just a great card.
Yeah. So I think in this situation, your secret there's the freezing trap. It's not going to be the snakes. It probably isn't going to be the freezing trap, although it could be, but that's not really scary for me to have my guy back in hand. It's more likely going to be misdirect or explosive shot. And misdirect, 3 damage to my face is fine, and it prevents 3 to you. This feels like an explosive shot to me. Now, let's say I know it's an explosive shot. What do? Sacrifice my minion and then bring out 2 feral spirits? Like, I don't have a choice here.
If you know it's explosive trap, I would go ahead and trigger it and sacrifice it, because you're just losing the 1, and then you're going to get the 2 feral spirits, which are nice. They're the 2 taunters out. Right. Either way, you know, if you have the play to put some decent minions like feral spirits on board on this turn, then it's not bad to pop the trap either way. If it's a misdirect, you hit yourself in the face.
Right.
And instead of killing off potentially one of your feral spirits with the misdirect.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. If I had a Defender of Argus, which I don't, would I, on this scenario, want to bring out a 2-drop minion or a totem, and then next turn get them both above 2 health and then attack in? Which I don't have that. But or is that starting to flood the board with too many small minions?
That might be starting to flood the board a little bit, because they would all be hit, right? They would all be hit for 1 damage, and that way they would all easily get picked off from like an Unleash the Hounds. They would all be just, you know, straight up killable.
I think I'm going to still play the ferals here, right? That's the move.
Yeah, either ferals or stick with just the 1 minion on board.
Unfortunately, they do damage themselves, and I'm not giving myself the option to heal them up with totems, because if I start bringing out totems, I'm going to be in bad shape.
Right.
Maybe that was the wrong move. Maybe I should have just kept the guy on board.
Yeah, being that they're a spell, and that's, sorry, I should have.
No.
I was even forgetting that myself. The fact that they're a spell really kind of limits the effectiveness, because now if I say had an explosive trap now, well then that just is a board clear.
Yep.
So
that was a big misplay then. Good. Okay. So there's so many complications here, and it's important that that we make the mistakes, because it's critical here to learn where you want to. Like, it's so not typical to not play out your hand.
Yeah, it can be really frustrating to have so many options. But against a hunter, if you've got a minion on board and your opponent doesn't, well then that's you feel pretty comfortable, at least I do.
Yeah. Let's burn through this one now, because that mistake is going to color the rest of the game, and I'd like to get one more in where I play it a little bit smarter.
That mistake isn't necessarily game-ending.
No, but it's not
tougher,
game-ending, but I think against a hunter, you have to be so careful with what you do and how you do it, that it's a good learning lesson, and I think it's an important one to not make, a mistake not to make. So, I can Lightning Storm that, bring out a Yeti, or Hex it. I'm kind of feeling like you might want to... I guess I could Yeti here. I'm not dying yet. I think Yeti... Now that I'm at 25 health, I think Yeti's okay here.
Yeah, he's not too bad. I think that's generally a pretty
save the Lightning Storm, and the Hex, while fine, this minion's already down to 2 health. You're probably going to hit me in the face. I could probably kill it next turn with like a Fire Elemental or something. So I did draw a Defender of Argus, and I think it's important to get my taunt up. So I could Fire Elemental this turn, kill the Misha, and attack the face, and then next turn I could Defender my minions, or I could just, yeah, I could Lightning Storm, but it's not going to kill your other guy. I think I have to, I think it's Fire Elemental this turn. I don't think the Defender is correct yet. What do you think?
Yeah, that's tough. I think you would like to save the Defender for a little bit. However, with what is on board, nothing single-handedly could kill. You know, you still would put yourself in a potential 2-for-1 with the Defendered up Yeti.
Yeah.
Because nothing I have kills it single-handedly. However, the Hunter does have plenty of, you know, removal toolkits in the silence, in the kill commands. A lot of hunters have Hunter's Mark, Explosive Shot, etc.
Yeah.
So it's
I feel like Fire Elemental, at 21 health, I feel like Fire Elemental's better here. And then I'll be able to Defender that next turn after taking 5 damage to the face, which I'm going to take.
Oh, okay, yeah, and absolutely. Sorry, I did not hear you say Fire Elemental. I thought you said Flame Tongue before.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, with the Fire Elemental, absolutely. I think that's pretty great.
But I'm opening myself up to 5 damage is the problem. Or more damage, you know, even more.
Right.
Kill command. Brutal. Although I guess better to the minion than to my face. Secret. So a secret's going to be Misdirect or Freezing Trap here. Now, Freezing Trap and Misdirect, are those both only when I hit the hero?
No. Freezing Trap triggers on any attack. Misdirect is when you hit the hero. So if you swing and you hit me and it lands, then you know... Or, well, sorry. If you swing and you hit me and it lands, the only thing it could be is a Snake Trap. Because that's the only thing that targets only off of targeting minions. So
Freezing Trap, putting the Yeti back in my hand, or Misdirect. Even if I attack your Stranglethorn, it's going to misdirect to my face, potentially.
Right. So if you... No. Misdirect only triggers off the hero. So if you... Okay. Sorry, what I meant to say is if you attack my Stranglethorn and nothing happens, then it's going to be either a Misdirect or an Explosive.
And Freezing Trap, if I go for your Stranglethorn, it'll put the Yeti back in my hand?
Yeah. Freezing Trap would happen no matter what you targeted.
So I'm in a shit situation. I have the Defender. I have another Fire Elemental. I mean, I feel like what I do here is I attack the face and then I hex the minion on board.
Yeah, with a hex, that's not bad for sure. You are, you know, if it's a misdirect, you do have the opportunity that it'll still hit the tiger. If it's a freezing trap, well, then at least you're triggering the freezing trap before you taunt him up, because that would be really painful.
So now I'm gonna play the hex because I'm getting low, and I'm gonna have 5 left. I can play a Defender, but then I'm wasting my taunt. I can play a Totem, but then I'm starting to flood the board, and I have 5 mana, so I can't play my Fire Elemental. I mean, I feel like a Totem is okay here.
Yeah, I think a Totem's not too bad. I mean, especially if it's something like a taunt that comes up, or maybe even a spell power. It's really kind of a rough situation, but, you know, I don't have a board myself yet, and you've already established that I'm not playing a Rush Hunter deck, so I'm not going to flood it with a bunch of charge minions right now.
Do I play the Flame Tongue now? Because then I can taunt up both of those next turn?
That's not bad. Again, you're only going up to 2, and I have no minions on board. However, you are going up to 2.
But also next turn I can play my 6-drop and my 4-drop. Oh no, I'm at 9. So no, yeah, I would need to... if I'm gonna Defender 2 things, I'm gonna need a second thing on board right now, because right now both of my draws are 6. Man, I don't like playing against Hunter. This is the most painful type of Hearthstone that I've ever played.
It can be brutal. It's...
So, I did draw into Alakir, which I think is my best option. I get rid of the Wrath, and I... what do? It's like I can either get rid of the Savannah, or I can get rid of the Buzzard and start to do damage to the Savannah.
Yeah, it's tough. You do have to keep in mind the death rattle that the Savannah possesses.
Yeah.
So if you get rid of the Savannah, it's going to, summon 2 beasts, which will be 2 more cards from the Buzzard.
Maybe I just taunt up right now and delay. Bring down the Defender of Argus, kill the Buzzard and the Frog. That's probably the best move, don't you think?
Yeah, I think in general that's pretty good. You're preventing, obviously the high main from getting through. You're preventing more cards. You definitely want to prevent more cards, for sure, no matter what.
And with 5 left, another totem doesn't seem like a good move here, so I'm just going to let it go. God,
Yeah.
playing a near totemless shaman, what a pain.
Let's see here.
Okay. An 8/7 Hound. At least it's not hitting me in the face. Alright. And this is the problem with Hunters. I'm just down to 12 from just whatever. Okay. So I've got Lightning Storm, which will clear most of the board. And I've got Earth Shock, which will prevent the high main's bad guys from coming. So that plus a fire elemental should finish everything off. So I think that's the move. Lightning Storm, Earth Shock, fire elemental.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's actually a really, really good situation for you.
And as the case may be, I will have to sacrifice my guy.
Which is actually really good, because now, you're back down to 2 minions, and one of them's a nice, strong minion.
It's unfortunate, though, because I'm at 12 health, which is like the problem with this, playing against this, is I don't have an Alex Straza in my deck to get me back up. Nobody runs the Earthen Ring Farseers. It's just not enough. I've contemplated putting Alex Straza in my deck, which would help me out against this. Okay, so Tarn, here we are. A 6/5 on board. I have a Yeti, an Alakir, and a Manatide totem. All things I'd like to play. What do I play? Okay, I'm definitely going to hit the face, because there's no choice in that. And I'd love to play the Mana Tide, but it's like another shit little thing on board, which I'm running out of cards, but I'm giving you more opportunity. And then the Alakir is a great card, because a great minion, because obviously it's got taunt. So I
think you've got to play the Alakir 100%. You're in the rush situation.
Yeah.
You're in the situation where you're on maximum of 5 turns with just the hero ability, and you've just got yourself a taunt minion with Divine Shield on board.
That's damage, yeah.
That's absolutely the way to go for sure. Yeah, there's no question about that for sure.
Let's say I didn't have Alakir. I guess maybe that's the way I was looking at it. Let me rephrase. Let's say I don't have Alakir. I've got a Chillwind and a Mana Tide. What do I play?
Again, Rust situation, I'd say you'd go for that damage. Putting another minion on board just to draw cards when you're needing to get some damage in. I'd say you still have to go for the Yeti in that situation.
Yeah, and I did actually draw into it. So I'm going to play this smart, because this could be a freezing trap, and this could be a 2 damage to everything, and this could be, it's not going to be the snakes. Then the other thing this could be would be a misdirection. So I can thankfully take the damage, my Alakir. So what I'm going to do is attack with my Fire Elemental. If he gets freezing trapped, I'll have 3 more damage I can do this turn, and I want to put the Rock Biter on my Alakir.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Rock Biter, I guess, would put you at... No, it wouldn't put you at... If it was a misdirection...
Yeah.
And the misdirection targeted your hero...
Yes.
You would die.
Why? It's only 6 damage.
I have a hero ability that does straight to 2 next turn.
No, I'm going to kill you this turn.
Rock Biter
and Alakir, and 3 more from Fire Elemental coming back in the game.
Okay, yes, sorry. Fire, yeah, and you're correct then.
But you're right. If it
was a misdirect, the Fire Elemental would not be coming back into the game.
Why not?
Misdirect does not remove the card from play. Misdirect just hits a different.
Okay, you're right.
So it was a gamble.
You're right. Misdirect.
I
was thinking of freezing trap when I was saying misdirect. Okay, so you're right. Misdirect would have done damage to something other than you, and
right.
Okay,
and so if it was a misdirect and it happened to target your face, which the odds were still in your favor because you had 1/3 chance of it happening, but it's still a 1/3 chance.
Yep, and it's also 1/3 chance that it would be that trap, because there's only 2 other traps it could be. It wouldn't be the 3rd trap. As we move into the next segment, we're going to do our 5th constructed draft. Is that right?
That is correct.
Our 5th constructed draft. And for those of you who are new to this segment, it sounds like a draft, like Arena, but it's actually in constructed. So the way it works is that Tarn and I use the coin of RNG, the almighty coin, to determine one of 2 heroes we're going to play. Then we use the same coin of RNG to determine who gets to pick first. And what happens is we each have the same hero, and anytime somebody drafts a card, like in a traditional draft, the other person cannot pick it. So we get to see who picks what deck and how they play. And the 2 heroes we're playing with this week, Tarn, are...
let's see, Warrior was left over from last time, so Warrior is in the mix, and then I believe we added Rogue, so it is going to be Warrior and Rogue.
It's a very weapony type of class.
Absolutely, and I think Warrior called heads.
Fair enough.
Before, he was talking to me. So here we go. The only way to decide, of course, is with the lovely point of RNG, and there's the flip.
Heads it is.
So what do we got? Heads it is. So we are playing to Warrior.
All right.
And as always, there's only one more item of business to get through, and that is who is going to be picking first. And as always, I will let you call.
I will go with... I'm going to mix it up this week. I'm going to go with heads again.
Oh my god. Gaming me. You're gaming me. Alright, so here, the almighty decision-making coin of RNG
Tails.
is...
Oh.
Tails. Oh, see, look at that. Never fails, man.
Oh.
At least for you. Alright, so we are drafting Warrior. I am going to start off with 2 Fiery War Axes.
That is a good card. I'm going to start off with, I guess, 2 Arcanite Reapers. Or, yeah.
Weapon.
Yeah.
Alright, I am going to get 2 Armor Smiths.
2 Armor Smiths. Interesting. 2... Arathi Weaponsmiths.
Going for the weapons. I will get the 2 Fathering Berserkers.
I'm going to go with the Warsong Commander, just so that you don't have it.
Ah. Alright, 2 Cruel Taskmasters.
Well, in that case, I have to go out of class, just so that you don't get the win here, and take 2 Acolytes of Pain.
Ah.
I mean, there's just no way with Taskmasters, Berserkers, Armor Smiths. I just can't give it to you. I'm playing a very reactive style this week, unfortunately, but I think it's because you have the first pick, so I don't have a choice.
It happens. It happens. I'm going to go with 2 Executes.
It's a really good card. I'm going to go with 2 Slams.
God, keep getting my next card. Alright. I get 2 Shield Blocks.
Well, then I have to take the Shield Slams.
Alright. Okay, so we got the armor, got the weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself Gormash.
Wow. Well, I guess I'm getting a Gorehal. I don't really have a choice.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Alex Strassa.
Of course you are. I'm gonna go with
We're going deep. We're going deep into the cards.
I could tell.
Gotta get them early.
Whirlwind.
Ragnaros.
Oh my god.
Alright, I think that's enough of those cards.
Brawl.
Oh, good card, good card. Nat Pagel.
Corcoran Elite.
Acidic Swampus.
Nice. I do not have Mr. Harrison Jones, FYI.
Damn you. Why do you have to ruin everything? It's okay. I wasn't quite thinking of him yet, but I would like to have him.
Cool.
Which one is the core economy? I'm actually not even remembering. Oh yeah, the charge. Okay.
Huh. Tricky. Big Game Hunter.
Not a bad pick. Inner Rage.
Argent Squire.
Argent Squire. Damn you. Damn you. Blood Knight. Can't let you have that. Well, Argent Squire is just good in general.
Wild Pyromancer.
I will go with Raging Worgen.
Earthen Ring Farseer.
Not bad. Is there any warrior cards left? Battle Rage.
Harvest Golem.
Very nice.
What is Battle Rage anyway? Ooh. Draw a card for each damaged friendly character. Ooh.
I will get. Where is he? He's under the 4s. I don't even remember his name. What's he called? Auctioneer. I'm gonna get the Auctioneer.
Well, we know if this goes late game, who's got the win.
Oh, he's under 5s. That's why I couldn't find him.
I think if this goes late, Tarn, you have got it for sure. Loot Hoarders.
Loot Hoarders. Aren't you? Are you full yet? Is that your
That's
last?
it.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fun one.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I kind of want more cards, but I kind of want a little early game presence. So we're gonna actually go with 2 Armani Berserkers. And that should be it for me as well.
What were your last two?
Alright, wow, this Maniker is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Got 13 Chew Drops. I was not paying attention to that.
Yep.
That could bite me because I don't have that much card draw. Alright.
Alright, well may the best warrior win.
Indeed, indeed. That was such a silly draft. Okay. As always, these games are almost always epically fun, though.
Yes. Yes, yes. I'm gonna jump back to the warm-up screen so we get single player here. Kobayashi Maru versus Tarn.
Alright.
Good luck, have fun, man.
And I actually don't want any of those cards in my starting hand. Perhaps I should have kept one of those.
I like the sound of that.
Alright. Well, it's a better starting hand, so I like the sound of that.
The one thing I mulliganed got given back to me.
Yeah, one of my mulligans returned, but luckily it was just one.
Coin. Axe.
Squire is going to be the bane of me, I think. She's going to get it done. Oh, okay, good.
It's time for a little blood.
I fight.
What do you have that removes that? Oh, you have the slam. I forgot you took shield slam. Very nice, very nice. Damn. I was thinking your shield slam would not be effective because because you didn't have the shield block.
Right.
I was wrong. Oh man, shield slam. My berserker. My berserker feels so shamed. Alright, what can it be for 4? I know you've got options like I think you have the weapon.
Damn. Hmm.
It's just a little 3/3. Nothing wrong.
Can't play anything that's gonna not. I can't play anything that's gonna damage your guy and not die.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid choice, I'd say.
Fair enough.
Start to get some armor going on here. I don't know if I liked one of my picks. I don't know if I liked many of my picks.
I'm questioning as well.
I definitely like this pick. Definitely like
The one that you're about to play, or what? Oh,
Yeah, that one works nicely.
that is a good pick.
My hand, though, my hand is not too happy. My hand is like full of all things that aren't helping me. Oh my god! Damn it! He's such a jerk. He's such a jerk. Alright.
That's nice.
How
How many cards did you draw?
I draw 2 because my hero counts as a character and she's damaged.
Okay, it's each friendly. Okay, that makes sense. What's up, Nat?
Come on, Nat. Oh, yes, there we go. There we go. Catch those fish. All right. Turning things around here. Maybe. Got the armor. My kingdom for a shield slam. Oh, the pain.
Just on the off chance that you guys are getting bloody.
Oh, why do you have to play so smart? You're such a bastard.
I guess we gotta go with Nat here.
Oh my god. Why do you have to do that to me?
Wait, do you have both of them? Do you have both Blood Knights?
Maybe.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
That's the ultimate meta right there. Oh jeez, this is gonna be so much damage. Oh no. Oh, the pain. Destroy, I get no card. Oh, the pain. Okay.
I'd be thirsty. I hate this card with a passion, though. I almost feel horrible for picking it. The Berserker, man. So OP.
I guess I could play this. No, I gotta save it. Some bitch. This is gonna hurt. This is really gonna hurt. Uh-oh. Alright, well. Yeah, 5 more armor.
I was hoping for something crazy for it to draw like a Battle Rage or something like that. That would have been just too uncalled for. Armor situation is looking solid though. It's a wild. I think we're both about to be like out of cards.
Yeah. You have a lot more card draw than I do, though, and you've got 5 in hand, so yeah, you're fine. Look at you with the gadgets in out there. We're not both about to be out of cards. You're such a troll.
Well, I drew a spell. If I didn't draw a spell,
You're such a
you would have seen what I would
troll.
have played. Oh my god, look at you getting upset.
No, I'm just calling it like I see it, man. Arcana. Oh, Fiery War Axe. Alright, alright. The Rager.
You're gonna sit behind my 21 armor, okay.
Yeah.
Feel a little comfortable being at 48 health. I hate, this is my typical game against a warrior. I guess I shouldn't say typical game, but it happens to me quite often. Warrior sitting behind a mountain of health. Oh, I forgot you had that card in there. I really forgot you had healing.
Keep it. You got a lot of little scary guys in there. How them Blood Knights doing? Are they getting a little bored? Oh, there they are. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Oh, hey, how's it going?
Oh,
Good to see you both. They look like those weird twins from the Matrix now. You know, those white-haired guys?
Now, do you believe me of me saying I was about to be out of cards last turn if I didn't draw a spell?
I believe it.
I told you, man. Those cards.
You're still a troll.
It's not a troll, man. Get out of here.
Oh, what do I
Those
do?
Blood Knights. You baited me into picking those perfectly. I hate you for it because they were so useless. So useless.
Might have done that in the wrong order. Yeah, I think I did that in the wrong order.
One extra armor, yeah. Man, you're back up to 20. Where are all these monstrous cards that I drafted, by the way?
I assumed they were in your hand.
All of my late game cards are just non-existent. But
Oh, Jesus. That Gadgeton.
oops, I totally messed that up. Apparently, I can't do math because I thought I was gonna live.
Well, thankfully it can die. At the very least. Oh, yay! Okay, I like that.
Ooh. Solid.
I gotta go with your gadgets in. Guess. Ugh. Yeah, if I don't do the gadgets in, I'm screwed. You know?
Yeah, he was gonna be drawing like a beast.
Oops. Oh, dude, one more health. I've got the big game hunter.
Oh no, you do.
I've been saving him
How
all
long was-
game.
Was he in your hand all game? Just as long as my Blood Knights were? Almost.
Oh man. I've been saving them all game. Nicely played. Nicely played.
It was very nice. It was, again, it was pretty good. It was pretty back and forth. I definitely, well, I shouldn't say back and forth. I had it pretty controlled.
Yeah.
It wasn't snowballing as quickly as it could.
No, I needed a slightly stronger early game to put you on the defensive more, but with all the shield block, the control warrior is just too strong. And again, I didn't have an aggro warrior with the full kit of parts of an aggro warrior, so I think going control was a smarter play. And then on top of it, I think it just worked out well in your favor. So nicely done all around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Well, that was.
I think I broke my streak though. I think I'm 1-3 now. I think you
Yep.
had won the first 3 drafts, so I'm happy to.
You got
Happy to take
you
down.
eked it out, and you did it in in solid fashion. You really took it down. So nicely done.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't call me out on it, though.
No,
I snuck in just... No, just for you, I snuck in just a little bit of BM there at the end. You didn't call me on it,
Oh,
though.
I didn't even see it.
The extra armor up.
Oh, you armored up. You're becoming incorrigible, Tarn. You're the guy who hates BM, and you just can't stop. You can't help yourself.
It's you. It's your fault. I can't help it. You just bring out the worst in me. What can I say?
In the psychological circles, they call that projection. When you blame other people and you look to other people for your problems and faults. You're projecting, Tarn. You're projecting.
Hey, man.
But it was nicely played. I will give you that.
It was good.
And yeah, that wraps it up for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the constructed draft. I much prefer losing to warriors and such than I do to that hunter deck. So that was a lot of fun. And I certainly learned a lot about how to deal with the hunter and what the cards in my deck are that I'm really looking for and what I'm looking to avoid. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I want to say thank you to everyone for watching, both on YouTube and on Twitch, and thank you to everyone coming through iHeartU. Please check out the other articles and such. And Tarn, my co-host, thank you once again for helping me create yet another wonderful show. Much appreciated.
Absolutely. Another blast of a show. Haven't been fired yet. I will be. You can fire me next week if I'm not in a new location. How about that? If I'm not moved by next week, you can officially fire me. I will be moved. I will be back up streaming regularly once I do move. On Twitch at Tarn33.
Yep.
So looking forward. My stream's been down for like a month. I apologize for anyone who has been looking for that, but it will be back up. I will be in a new location. Excited all around, but otherwise, great show.
Absolutely. If you're looking for that info, it's on the bottom left hand of the screen, Tarn33. I am Kobayashi Maru on Twitch, Kobayashi Maru on Twitter, and /CNEGRIN, CNEGRIN, and on YouTube. And that's where all my vids are, and that's where this video will be posted. So thank you all for coming out, and have a good night. Anybody mind if I roll knee?